Hello, and welcome to our travel training or PARTA 101 session regarding our services specifically for Kent State University students. So this entire PowerPoint presentation is aimed towards Kent State University students. We have another presentation for general public also available online at our YouTube or Facebook page, which I'll talk about in a little bit. So let's get right into it here. So the first question is, what is PARTA? We are Portage County's public transportation system. We cover all of Portage County, utilizing our fixed route service and our demand response service. Kent State University does contract PARTA to provide specific service for Kent State campus, which does give you a few perks, which we'll talk about in a few slides. But as a Kent State student, faculty or staff member, there are a few perks being a member there. So yes, we do have a fixed route service up top. That is one of our newer buses that you'll see around campus, and below that is a demand response vehicle, which is used for student accessibility transportation services on Kent State campus as well. So some facts for you as you're coming onto campus as a new student or an incoming freshman. One thing that we have for our campus division is that the drivers that you'll see, they are typically wearing a blue shirt. Those are fellow students of Kent State University. We do try to keep our campus division student run, so the supervisors to the drivers are all fellow students with you. And you also have the perk of riding our local fixed routes for completely free. You may have heard this already or seen this in some literature, but as a Kent State student, say if you wanted to go off campus to go to a Walmart or to Target or to the movie theater, those routes usually cost $1 to ride. But if you show the bus driver your Kent State ID, you do get to ride those routes for completely free, no charge at all. Now, the only two routes we do charge a fare for is our express route. So we have a route that leaves from the Kent State Student Center and goes to downtown Akron. That is $1. And then we have our Cleveland Express route that goes from the Kent State Student Center all the way to downtown Cleveland. That is $5. So those are the only two routes that you would have to pay for if you ever needed to utilize either of those express routes. And one fact that I find particularly very important is that if you ever lose anything on one of our buses, the number is 330-678-1287. That would be a great number to save into your phone. It goes directly to our customer service department, and they would be able to call out to the bus to figure out where your lost item is and let you know the bus number and where to meet it in order to get back your lost item. So that has happened before, and we get plenty of calls about lost items. So that would be the number you would want to call if you were to ever lose anything on one of our buses. So here's a picture of the interior of one of our PARTA buses. I just show this picture so you can kind of get a look at the design, the layout of what our vehicles look like on the inside. The arrows are pointing to, if you can see, a yellow kind of wire cord that goes along the left and right windows of the bus. These are the cords that you would pull. So wherever you're sitting, you want to be close to one of the cords. You would pull that yellow cord to notify the bus driver that you need off at the next bus stop. So if you are riding along in one of our buses and you don't pull that cord, and no one else pulls the cord, the bus is just going to keep going on its route as normal. But in order to notify the bus driver that you want off at the next bus stop, you can pull one of those cords. You'll hear a ding, and then the bus driver will know that someone wants off at the next stop. There's also a light that'll glow red and it'll say stop requested. So that's one of our features there. So if you've never been on a PARTA bus, or maybe you've never ridden a public transportation vehicle before, that would be something you want to know when wanting to leave one of our buses. So hours of service. Kent State University does have different hours of service in our county division. So I'll walk you through what I mean by that. So Monday through Friday on Kent State campus, we are on the road at about 5:42 a.m. Roughly, and we go to 11 o'clock p.m. On Saturdays, we have limited service from 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Now, throughout the week as well, we have what we call a stadium night shuttle. Basically, it covers from the stadium to the Loop Road area all the way to the rear of the Student Center. And that runs Monday through Thursday, 10:30 p.m. to 3 a.m. So if you're parking at the stadium, you have a later job, or you get back late, you would look for the stadium night shuttle bus to take you from the stadium to your dorm room or to the rear of the Student Center. And then on Sundays, when students are coming back from their weekends away, we run from 4 p.m. to 3 a.m. The stadium night shuttle route. Now, one thing in particular, we have a separate video on snow days, or if we have a winter break or summer break, what to do for that. I would go and watch that video just for the sake of time. I explain exactly the breakdown of what happens, what to expect when school closes for a large snow day or whatever it may be, how we operate our buses during those type of events. So now some route explanation. This is pretty important. If you've never seen any of our routes or where we go, to the left you see our 50 series routes, the 51, 53, 55, 57, 58, and 59. These are all of our campus routes. These routes stay on campus. They don't go very far. They all do their own unique laps or circles around campus. They all go to the Student Center as well. So whenever you're on campus, if you're lost or you're looking for a bus to get you to the Student Center, hop on any bus that begins with a 5, and that bus will get you straight to the Student Center in its own way. So we have our campus loop route that runs clockwise around Kent State campus. We have our reverse loop, which does counterclockwise around Kent State campus. And the nice thing about those two routes is that they both go to the Kent Central Gateway. So again, just for the sake of time, there is a video about our Kent Central Gateway. That's like our central hub where all of our off-campus buses meet at. So to the right there, you'll see in the bubble at KCG, which is the Kent Central Gateway. Those are all the buses that you can catch at the Kent Central Gateway. So to go to Stowe, to go to Walmart, to movie theater, to Akron, Cleveland, that's all located at the Kent Central Gateway. Alright, so one thing I'll mention about the 57 route, the Stadium Loop, that is a route that we run on Saturdays when the school semester is in session. And that is also the route we run on off days. So let's just say if it was spring break, the bus that you would see Monday through Friday of that spring break week would be the Stadium Loop route. And the nice thing about all of our schedules, they are available online on our main website at partaonline.org. So you can always go and visit and read some of the maps and schedules for each and every single one of our routes. Spot PARTA, you may have heard of this before. This is our tracking and GPS software. We utilize this in a couple of different ways, which I'll explain. But one thing I'll let you know is that it's not the KSU mobile app. It does have a bus tracking app. I haven't seen the rundown of what that looks like, but I hear it's very good. This is just our app that we developed for the tracking needs of our buses. So you can have both or one, whichever one you like. But again, it does have the live bus tracking and mapping. You can map out all of our routes. It plots it on a Google map, and you can see exactly where the bus is in real time. An icon will show up and will move along as the bus is moving in live tracking. It has all of our times, all of our scheduled times are located on the app as well. So you can pull up a bus stop, and it'll tell you the next couple times the bus is going to make it right to that specific bus stop. And there are 3 options of use. I have videos on these as well. I know I'm sounding repetitive, but just for time's sakes, go check out those videos. I have a video on how to use a texting feature in under 30 seconds. You can figure out when the bus is going to get to your exact bus stop. And I also have a video on how to use the website and app of the Spot PARTA. So those are the options that you have: texting, the app, and website. Typically, I see a lot of the Kent State students use a texting feature. It has a very fast response and is just as accurate as the app and website. And just for your texting tracking needs, here is an example of one of our bus stops. They are very bright green, and as soon as you recognize one bus stop, the other ones will stand out just as well. They have the different tracking information right there in text. So to text the bus stop, you have to have the tracking number, which is 224-300 SPOT, which is 7768. And then you type in the stop ID, which, for example, this is 490, and then it'll ask you which bus are you looking to track. Easy Fare is a new mobile ticketing app that we just came out with a few months ago, actually. We are promoting this especially for Kent State students who are riding our Akron and Cleveland Express routes. So if you don't have the exact change or coins or whatever it may be, and you don't have a way to go to the ATM, Easy Fare is our mobile ticketing app. So you can buy the tickets right from your mobile device, as many as you'd like, anytime, anywhere. You can even store tickets on your phone for future use. So you don't have to worry about carrying around cash or anything like that anymore. So if you ever were to use our Akron Express route, which is $1, or Cleveland Express route, which is $5, you can just pull up the phone, purchase a ticket. It'll subtract it right from your whichever card you put on file, and then you have a mobile ticket to show the bus driver when you ride later. So that's pretty convenient. The app is called Easy Fare, just like it's spelled up top, and you can log in, set up an account, and use it for whenever you need to go to the Akron or Cleveland Express routes. Because remember, locally, it is completely free for you as long as you have your Kent State ID. Employment opportunities, I just like to throw out this plug for Kent State students. We do hire, like I mentioned earlier, Kent State students to drive our buses for Kent State campus. It is paid training. After training, you do go up to $10 an hour. And the biggest thing is you get a free CDL. So we train you for your CDL. You have that for a lifetime. It's a Class B. There are semester bonuses and raises. You just have to be 18 years or older, with at least 1 year's driving experience and no more than 2 points on your license. So this could be something that you want to check out. One of the nice things about it is that you get to make your own schedule. You pick your times. You just have to have at least 12 hours a week. So that could be something to look into. Again, go to partaonline.org if you were interested in our employment opportunities. And if you have any questions, you can always feel free to give us a call. That number that I showed you earlier, the 330-678-1287 number is the number to call to get to customer service. Any type of bus question you may have can be answered there. If you wanted to talk about travel training, so my role at PARTA is to teach people how to use public transportation. I can meet you at a certain location. We can walk through how to read the schedules, and if you've never been on a PARTA bus or public transportation before, we can ride a route together just to kind of get the hang of everything. On the screen there, you should see some of our websites that we have. These are important in their own way. PARTAonline.org is our main website, so you can access maps, schedules, tickets, anything like that on that site. Spot PARTA is the tracking app. Again, it is a website, but it's also the application on your phone. And we have our YouTube page, which is youtube.com, and you just search Portage Area RTA. That is one of the ways to get to our videos. We have about 16 or so educational videos on our YouTube. And then easyfare.us is the mobile ticketing website. It gives you more how-to information on there, as well as just helping you get to understand how to use the application. And we also have our Facebook and Twitter as well, which is just Portage Area RTA as well. So you can always follow us there for service alerts, anything like that. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. Again, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to give us a call, and we'll be able to help you out as much as possible. Thanks for watching, and have a good day.